The Clever Lamb and the Hungry Wolf. Once upon a time, in the golden meadows where wildflowers danced in the breeze and the sunlight bathed everything in a warm, gentle glow, a little lamb named Lila wandered away from her flock. The morning was beautiful, and the sweet scent of clover tempted her deeper into the fields. Lila, with her snowy white wool and curious eyes, was known among the flock as a little explorer, always chasing butterflies and finding the tastiest patches of grass. That morning, she found herself in a secluded corner of the meadow, where the grass grew thick and lush. She nibbled happily, her little tail wagging in delight as she munched away, unaware of the eyes watching her from the shadows of the nearby forest. From the dark woods, a hungry wolf named Zarn crept silently. His fur was ragged, and his stomach growled with hunger. He had not eaten for days. The scent of the lamb drew him closer and closer. His sharp claws pressed against the soft earth, and his amber eyes glowed with anticipation. He had been waiting for such an opportunity, a lamb far from its flock, defenseless and unaware. Just as Lila was licking a dandelion leaf, she sensed something strange, a chill in the air, a shadow creeping over her. She turned her head and froze. Standing just a few feet away was Zarn, his teeth bared in a sinister grin. "Ah, what a lucky day," the wolf growled. "A plump little lamb all alone." Lila's heart pounded like a drum. Fear surged through her, but so did something else, her quick thinking. She knew that running was useless. The wolf would catch her in seconds. So instead, she stood still, eyes wide, but her mind racing. "Wait," she bleated, lifting a trembling hoof. "Please, do not eat me yet." Zarn tilted his head, amused. "Why not? You look delicious." "My stomach is full of grass," Lila said quickly. "And everyone knows that lamb meat tastes bitter when the stomach is too full. If you wait a little while, the grass will digest, and I will taste better, much more tender, much more satisfying." The wolf paused, scratching his chin with one claw. I do prefer my meals savory," he muttered. Encouraged, Lila added, "and if you let me dance a little, the grass will digest even faster. It helps with digestion, you know." Zarn was skeptical, but the idea of a better tasting meal was appealing. "Fine," he said with a snarl. "Dance, little lamb, but do not try anything foolish." Lila nodded gratefully and began to dance. She kicked her legs gently, twirled in circles, and leapt gracefully from side to side. Her fluffy white coat shimmered in the sunlight, and her hoofs tapped a rhythm on the ground. She danced with all her heart, not just to stay alive but to buy more time. As she danced, another idea sparked in her clever little mind. "I could dance even better," she said, catching her breath, "if you rang my bell. The rhythm would help me stay in tune." Zarn raised an eyebrow. "Ring your bell?" "Yes," she said, "the bell around my neck. If you take it and ring it hard, I will dance with more energy. It is like music to my ears." The wolf, growing impatient and slightly amused, took the bell from her neck and began ringing it loudly. The chime echoed through the meadow and drifted over the hills. Zarn shook it with gusto, chuckling as Lila danced faster, her movements swift and captivating. But Lila was not just dancing for the wolf. She was dancing for her life. The bell's sound traveled far, right into the ears of the shepherd, who was tending the flock on the other side of the hill. His name was Elias, a kind and watchful man who cared deeply for his animals. The sound of the bell, frantic and continuous, instantly alerted him. He knew something was wrong. "She never rings it like that," Elias muttered. Grabbing his crook, he whistled sharply for his sheepdog, Boro, and sprinted toward the sound. Back in the meadow, the wolf was growing restless. "Enough of this dancing," he growled. "My patience has run out." Just as he lunged forward, teeth bared, a sharp bark echoed across the field. Boro bounded out of the tall grass, snarling, and Elias followed close behind, his crook raised. "Back away, beast," the shepherd shouted. Zarn panicked. He dropped the bell and turned to run, but Boro was faster. With a burst of speed, the dog nipped at the wolf's tail, chasing him all the way back to the forest's edge. Zarn disappeared into the shadows, growling in frustration and defeat. Lila stood frozen, breathing heavily. Elias ran to her and scooped her up in his arms. "You clever little lamb," he whispered, hugging her close. "What did you do to save yourself?" Lila simply nuzzled into his arms, her eyes filled with relief and gratitude. That evening, back at the barn, Lila was the hero of the flock. The other lambs gathered around as she told her tale, and the older sheep praised her wit and courage. Even Elias chuckled as he watched her reenact her dance, with the bell safely returned to her neck. From that day on, Lila was never just another lamb. She was the clever one, the brave one, the one who danced her way out of danger and fooled a wolf with nothing but her wits and a little bell. And deep in the forest, Zarn the wolf grumbled to himself, forever haunted by the memory of a dancing lamb who tricked him with charm, grace, and a melody he would never forget. Moral of the story: in moments of danger, a calm mind and clever thinking can be more powerful than strength. Intelligence, wit, and timing can outsmart even the fiercest threats.